It's times like this I'm kind of glad the dislike button has been discontinued. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and welcome to my channel. And yeah, we're going to dip our big toes into the world of politics. Kind of, sort of. Well, really, I'll let you decide what we're going to do, because Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, who I want to add, totally lost the election. Totally lost the election, has finally launched his social media platform, Truth. Now, what is Truth going to be? Well, it's going to be, at least from what I could tell, a social media platform in the vein of Twitter and Facebook. I don't know if you can post like pictures and stuff like that. I think it's going to be more like Twitter, because that was Trump's preferred method of communication with people. And instead of tweets, there's going to be truths. So whenever you write something in and you press the button, that's going to be a truth. Kind of makes me wonder some of the legal ramifications of that, of course, because what if a famous person goes on to Truth, let's say, I don't know, Randy Quaid, that guy seems stable, right? And he says that his brother Dennis ate his left arm off and half of his right foot, and didn't cook it or anything, just ate it raw. And he sends it out on Truther, and it's a truth. Does Dennis Quaid now get to sue him for sharing a truth that is clearly not true? I don't know. It's something that I wonder. But anyway, before we begin talking about this, if you like this kind of content and you enjoy my channel, please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and comment below on future topics you'd like to see on this channel. So anyway, I've actually had an interesting relationship with Donald Trump and his whole social media thing. I do not think Donald Trump was a very good president. I'm perfectly honest about that. I don't think he was the worst president ever, but he was certainly not good. And I have actually always kind of been like, from a business perspective, in favor of Donald Trump doing social media. It's like, yeah, no, I mean, social media seems like the kind of thing he should be doing. He clearly likes it. He clearly revels in, running that stuff. And so, yeah, no, social media seems like a good business opportunity for Donald Trump, especially now that he's not president anymore and will hopefully never be president again. And so far, the early reactions are, well, I don't know if they're positive, but they're impressive, because it's been reported that his Truth app is the #1 app on Apple's App Store. In fact, it was popular so fast, so quickly, that thousands of people are now being waitlisted and can't even get on the site. This comes to us from Variety. The social network backed by ex-President Donald Trump, ironically it's called Truth Social, no comment there, has hit the top of the Apple App Store rankings for free apps a little over 12 hours after it debuted. And that's impressive. The Twitter-style app, okay, so it is Twitter-style, invites users to share your unique opinion and insists that it is free from political discrimination. I'm just going to say on a side note, what if someone theoretically signed up for a Truth account and they typed in Joe Biden legitimately won the presidency, Donald Trump is the certified loser, and truths out that statement, like they press the Truth button, that goes out? Is something like that going to stay on Truth? Because I'm just wondering, because I know that's something that probably Trump would not want on his social media platform. And I know a lot of people who are going to be joining the site don't believe that, obviously. But what if someone gets on there and does do that? Is that going to get removed? And if it is that political censorship? I wonder. Anyway, let's continue. Trump's Truth Social launches about a year after the twice impeached U.S. president was permanently banned from Twitter and several other mainstream internet platforms over his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. As of this writing, Truth Social is the highest ranking free app on the App Store in the US. The rest of the top 10 are Talking Ben the Dog, HBO Max, love that one, TikTok, hate that one, YouTube, obviously love that one, Instagram, mutual, Facebook, don't like it, Snapchat, never used it, Messenger, don't use it anymore, and Peacock TV. Oh wow, Peacock's actually in the top 10. For the record, I do not know what Talking Ben the Dog is. What is Talking Ben the Dog? Can someone below tell me? I would like to know what that is. Truth Social is also the #1 trending title in the App Store social networking category. And yeah, impressively, it was also trending on Twitter, which I thought was interesting because it's technically competition, so you think Twitter would not want it to trend there, but that's easy to manipulate. What makes Truth Social different? We are a social media platform that is free from political discrimination. Join us and share, communicate, and have fun, the app's description reads. Although in all fairness, I don't see a lot of Democrats or liberals signing up for this, and I still have that nagging question. What if someone creates a truth account and then puts out a bunch of truths about how Donald Trump was not a very good president? Is that person going to be stifled? That would be interesting, because if it is, then it's not really free from political discrimination, if you know what I mean. Anyway, while it seemingly attracted broad interest, many users who attempted to sign up for the Truth account on Monday, February 21st, have reported encountering error messages reading, "Something went wrong, please try again," when they have tried to sign up. Apple released the Truth Social application in the App Store at 2300 hours, 20 February, so basically close to midnight. It's like 11 p.m. A message on the Truth Social status page posted at 11:24 p.m. The Truth Social application is online, although user creation is currently rate limited during our rollout. We will expand capacity over the coming hours to enable more users to join Truth Social. It's not clear whether Trump plans to participate as an active user on Truth Social. Oh, he obviously will. He wants a platform. And what better platform and what better way to drive engagement to this new site than to be on it? Devin Nunes, the former Republican representative who quit Congress to become the CEO of TMTG, said last week on a podcast hosted by Sebastian Gorka, Trump's ex-deputy national security advisor. You can see that the creation of this was a very close-knitted project. That Truth Social will be, quote, fully operational by the end of March, when anyone can get on the platform within the United States anytime. Personally, I'm not sure why it was launching and not everyone could get on. I think that's supremely detrimental, because the thing is trending now, the thing is #1 now. Sometimes people sign up, and if they see that they're number 105,000 on a waiting list, they may close that window and never come back. You never know. An Android version of the Truth Social app is apparently in development, but there's been no ETA on when that might launch. A placeholder on the company site says it is coming soon to the Google Play Store. Yep, you can see right there. It's coming soon. So, the company behind the app, Trump Media and Technology Group, previously announced plans for a public rollout in the first quarter of 2022. TMTG has said its mission is to, quote, create a rival to the liberal media consortium and fight back against the big tech companies of Silicon Valley, which have used their unilateral power to silence opposing voices in America. By the way, I don't completely disagree with that. Just because I'm not a Trump fan doesn't mean that I don't believe that the social media platforms have not created a de facto monopoly and have not used their power unwisely. I am actually very critical of social media platforms because they have used their power unwisely and they do overreach. And I mean, there probably is a little bit of a, liberal bias on these sites. I also think there's way more crazy stories on the right, but some of the stories are not exactly crazy and big tech censors it, and so I acknowledge it's a problem. TMTG is set to become a publicly traded entity through a merger with Digital World Acquisition Corp, a special purpose acquisition company, which is a SPAC. We'll see how that works out. In addition to Truth Social, TMTG said it will launch a subscription streaming service with non-woke programming. No comment on that one. Led by Scott St. John, a former executive producer of shows including Deal or No Deal and America's Got Talent. You remember when people used to create shows that everybody loved? It's amazing. In describing its big tent philosophy, Truth Social includes this description. Think of a giant outdoor event tent at your best friend's wedding. Who's there? Combination of multiple families from all over the United States and the world. Uncle Jim from Atlanta is a proud libertarian. Aunt Katie from Texas is a staunch conservative. Your cousin John from California is a diehard liberal. And guess what? They're all together to have an amazing time and share their different viewpoints on the world. Although we don't always agree with each other, we welcome these varied opinions and robust conversation they bring. And I could totally get behind that statement. Do I think it's going to work that way in practice? No, I don't. I think it's going to lean extremely conservative when it starts. Because let's face it, conservatives, objectively speaking, are usually the first who want to leave Facebook and Twitter, all because they have the audacity to fact check what you put. Like, my mother-in-law, I'm going to share this story. She's actually been kicked off of Facebook because she shares quotes from people that aren't real. Like, these quotes don't even pass the SNL test, much less the Snopes test. And she has been banned for posting some of these things. So she will probably get on Truth Social. But my Uncle Ning probably won't do it. I mean, granted, he's not on Facebook anyway, but, if he was, I doubt he would move over. It just doesn't seem like the liberals are interested in moving over to these conservative-leaning social media sites. And then, of course, there have been reports that when some liberals actually do cross that threshold and they start sharing some of what they view of the world on these sites, like the Getters and the Parlors, they have their accounts deactivated. So I would love for that to not happen. I would love for truth to really be all-inclusive, because I think that's what makes social media both engaging and destructive. It's engaging because everyone with different point of views do engage. It's also destructive because, the algorithm promotes the loudest and the most obnoxious of those opinions, and things get crazy. So let's kind of look at it. I have to admit, so far, just from looking at it, it's a nice design. Not gonna lie, it's a very nice design. I guess I could join the waiting list. Maybe, should I join the waiting list? Should I do like an actual review of this thing when it actually launches? Of course, I'm a little nervous about companies that crash when compared to what other sites deal with in traffic. Is not a lot of people. I know that some conservatives are looking at this fact that Truth became the #1 app in less than 4 hours. Like, oh, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And it's like, nope. Hold on. Remember Getter? Remember Parlor? I mean, granted, Parlor was essentially deplatformed, and I've got mixed feelings about that, like very strong mixed feelings about that. But conservative social media sites don't seem to have legs. So here's the thing. If Truth is around a year later and is thriving after a year, then Truth is a big deal. But the first 12 hours, look, it's new, it's fresh, it's sexy. Of course you have a built-in fan base. But the question is, will people come after the first week? And even taking that into account, the people who have signed up who've been waitlisted, are they going to wait till after the waitlist comes undone in March? Like, once they're off the waitlist and they've actually got it, are they going to actually be on the platform at that point? And of course, is this company going to protect your data? Because you do remember that when Parler kind of got out there, a lot of people gave sensitive information like social security numbers and things like that. And that information wound up on the dark web because Parler did not have secure servers. So I don't know, guys. I mean, look, again, this seems like the business Donald Trump should be in. And if it's successful, maybe he won't want to run for president again. I mean, let's look at the positive side. Do I think it's going to be all-inclusive? Probably not. I don't think Trump is going to want people who outright claim that he did not win the election on his website. And then, of course, I even have a little issue with the notion that you are sending out truths. I mean, I think that's going to get some official in trouble. If they're going to type something in and they're going to be either really mad or really stupid or maybe even drunk, and it's not real, it can't be verified, it can't be peer reviewed, it can't even be backed up with a simple phone call, and they're going to truth it out there and people are going to accept it as the truth, and that person's going to get sued, and I think that will be the end of that. But my question is, what do you think? Are you going to sign up for a truth account? Have you got a truth account? What's it like? I would love to know. So comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.